What's up, builders? It's your boy ZJ Time, back at it again with another super exciting video. Now today, guys, I thought it would be fun if we do something very interesting. We're going to be looking through the history of Gundam model kits and try to answer the question, what are the biggest Gundam model kits of all time, guys? To answer this question, we are going to be looking at one specific criteria. What Gundam model kits have the most parts ever, okay? What I'm gonna include as a part is anything that you snip off of a runner, right? Those are our parts, guys. We're gonna be looking at the 5 kits with the most parts in the history of Gundam model kits. Now, quick disclaimer, before we get into the list, information on the exact part counts of a lot of Gundam model kits is very hard to find, okay? So I comprised this list out of the accounts that I could find. If there's a giant perfect grade that I couldn't find the exact part count on, I did not include it in this list. There might be a little discrepancy between 5 and 2, but number 1 is the undisputed biggest Gundam model kit of all time, and I'm pretty sure 2 through 5 is very accurate as well. So let's get right into this list and see what is the biggest Gundam model kits. At number 5, guys, we've got the OG. The perfect grade RX-78-2 is the OG Gundam from Mobile Suit Gundam turned into a modern masterpiece. This Gundam model kit actually comes in at 692 parts. Wow. We're starting off the list already with a super high parts total. This is just a classic, right? It's that OG design, brought into that 1/60th scale Gundam model kit perfect grade, right? I've actually never built a perfect grade, but I'm really wanting to get into maybe one day building a perfect grade. But I'm sure that if you guys love that original classic Gundam design, this model kit would be perfect for you. That's coming in at our number 5 spot. We've got the RX-78-2 perfect grade unleashed, and it comes in at 692 parts. And now at our number 4 spot, we've got the perfect grade Exia. Now the perfect grade Exia comes in at 725 parts. And what can I say about the Exia? I absolutely adore the design of the Exia. I've built a master grade Exia before just because I love the design so much, even though I've never actually seen Gundam 00. It's definitely on my list of Gundam shows to watch very soon. It's one of actually, I think, the only 3 left that I haven't seen. 3 or 4 left that I haven't seen. I mean, I don't know how great this model kit is. Like I said, this is just looking at what is actually the Gundam model kits with the highest part counts. But, I mean, the design of this kit looks amazing, right? It takes that Exia and it executes it very well into that perfect grade design. But looks like a beast, amazing design, and with 725 parts, this thing's going to keep you guys busy for a long time if you were to get it. As I'm sure all these kits would on this list. I don't even know how long it would take to build a perfect grade. I mean, a master grade, when I do all my detailing and stuff, can take me days. So I can't even imagine how much of an investment in time a perfect grade would be. But at our number 3 spot, we've got the perfect grade unicorn. Now, I absolutely adore the design of the unicorn. I think it's so cool. I love how it has that transformation, and I'm going to assume that's what takes up a lot of parts in this kit, I'm sure it will take a lot of parts to actually build a perfect grade that can transform, from that closed up unicorn design to that full burst unicorn design. This kit looks like an absolute beast, and at 822 parts, it comes in at our number 3 spot. And for the question of the day, if you've made it this far into the video, drop the answer to this down in the comments below. Have you guys ever built a perfect grade Gundam before? I personally never have, like I said earlier in the video. I'm thinking that my first perfect grade will probably be the perfect grade Allied Strike, the perfect grade Strike Gundam. Just because I absolutely adore Seed and I absolutely adore the Strike Gundam. So I think that's going to be my first perfect grade. But let me know down in the comments below, have you built a perfect grade? And if so, what was your first perfect grade? Now let's get into our number 2 spot. We've hit the top 2. And coming in at that number 2 spot, it's going to be the perfect grade Strike Freedom. Wow. Now, the Strike Freedom is definitely one of my favorite designs for a Gundam of all time. I'm currently watching Destiny, and to see the Freedom go to the Strike Freedom, somehow they made the design of the Freedom even cooler with the Strike Freedom. And this Gundam model kit, guys, comes in at 935 parts. Wow, that's actually an insane amount of parts. I can't even fathom building a perfect grade that has 600 parts, let alone 900. That's actually insanity. Like I said, I've never built any of these, but the design of this thing and the way it looks on the shelf looks absolutely sick. But this thing looks like it would be an absolute must-have for, Seed fans. Like, I definitely am going to want to pick this thing up at one point. You know, when I get a bag full of gold and I can actually afford this thing, I would absolutely love to pick this thing up. But with 935 pieces, I mean, this thing definitely would take you, this thing I think would definitely take me weeks to build. I don't know. But all right, guys, and at our number one spot, whoa.
I know what it is. I
God,
know.
wait, you know what the Gunpla with the most amount of parts are?
Of course,
let me know,
matey.
man.
It's obviously the bear guy, matey.
Yo, God, what are you talking about, bro?
Bear guy's the best Gunpla.
Alright guys, so I'm definitely thinking that was faulty information from our boy Gog. The bear guy is not the Gunpla with the most amount of parts. Coming in at that number one spot, it is actually the perfect grade GP01. I did not even know that this model kit existed. I knew about the, the perfect grade Strike Freedom. I knew about the perfect grade Exia. I knew about the perfect grade RX-78, but I did not know that there was a perfect grade GP01 Zephyranthus, and let alone did I know that this thing has over 1,200 parts. It is the undisputed Gunpla with the most amount of parts. I could not find any mixed information. The only info I could find is that this thing is the most amount of parts between any Gunplas. So it comes in at our number one spot, and it just has a sick design. I love how it's got all the accessories. It's got even like the docking bay of the Gundam that it comes with, and it just looks like an absolute beast. But let me know down in the comments below, like I said, have you guys built a perfect grade Gundam? Let me know down in the comments below. I had a really fun time making this list. I did not know that there were Gunplas with this many parts out there. I couldn't fathom that there was a Gunpla with over 1,000 parts, guys, but there is. It's that Zephyranthus. But if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, and if you hit the subscribe button, it means the world to me. I definitely appreciate all my subscribers so much. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and until next time, have a great day.